Hey everyone, it's been a while since I made my last video. Probably like about 2 weeks maybe. So today I decided I'm going to show off my top 10 favorite pops in my entire collection that I've got over the last 2 years. Each one might have a little story to it, might not. Depends on how important it was to me. So I'll get started right away with number 10. So at number 10 I have the Loot Crate exclusive Doc Emmett Brown from Back to the Future. And the reason this one's number 10, not because I don't like it, but because it's kind of the one that got me into everything. It was the first one I ever got. And when I first got this in the Loot Crate, I was really confused with what these were because I just saw them everywhere in my stores. And this one was kind of the one that sparked everything for me. As you can see, I have a ton more back there. Yeah, this one's at number 10. Up next at number 9, we have the Bob Ross as Deadpool, or Deadpool as Bob Ross, however you like to say it. And this one, I don't really have a story for it besides that I just pre-ordered it, but I just thought it was hysterical they actually made this into a pop after like fans were saying they wanted it for a while as soon as that trailer came out for Deadpool 2. And just really like this one. Also have like a weird obsession with Bob Ross, and yeah, it's pretty great. Next at number 8, I have my first ever chase, as well as my 100th figure in my collection, which was the Red Krampus. So this one, I just happened to find it at, I believe it was Box Lunch. It was about like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Didn't think they'd have any chases left because usually they get bought out at my store in about the first 5 minutes. And they just happened to hiding one behind the desk in case someone asked nicely for it and didn't like charge the shelves. So I happened to be that person, and I just love how this one looks compared to the regular one, especially since it's like the red just kind of like gives it a more like sinister kind of tone. So yeah, this is number 8. Next to number 7, I have the Target exclusive Dr. Ian Malcolm, which this one's the one that was misspelled for the first printing of it. And this one, this one I just think is just really hysterical because it kind of just sparked like the fandom for like the side laying ones that people are making customs of. And this one, the story behind that is I bought 2, hoping one would come out pretty good because Target's always screwed me over with their shipping. And yet again, they did it, hence why this one's not in a box, because, well, there's not much of a box that was remaining after they shipped it to me because it was destroyed, and both of them were open. Like, this one I've tried to make look somewhat decent, like there's rips on the side and everything, but regardless, I still love this figure just of how hysterical it is. So yeah, number 7. Number 6 on my list is the Emerald City Comic Con 2018 Yondu pop figure. So last year, 2017, I believe I had the chance to actually meet Michael Rooker himself, but I couldn't afford a Yondu pop at the time. So as soon as this one came out, I was pretty happy to see that he came out because I plan to go to Comic-Con in a couple weeks, maybe, and I'll most likely get Michael Rooker to sign it for me. But this figure kind of just made me more appreciate Yondu more and more times I watched the movie, because the first one I didn't really like him as much, but number 2 kind of made me grow to liking him. This figure gives him justice for what he deserves for that movie, especially since the scene it's based off of is one of the best in that entire movie. Number 5 on my list would be the Bob Ross with the raccoon. Even though I have almost the entire set except for the chase and like one other one, this one's still my favorite one just because it was the first one I got for my birthday from my dad. And when I saw this, it almost brought a tear to my eye when I saw it, because I unwrapped it and never thought I'd ever see a Bob Ross in my collection, and now I happen to have about 4 or 5 of them. But yeah, this one just made me so happy the first time I saw it, so this is number 5 for me. Number 4 on my list would be the Heisenberg pop from Breaking Bad, my all-time favorite show right next to Supernatural. And this one was actually the first one I actually bought knowing what it was, because with Dr. Emmett Brown, that one I didn't really intentionally buy, it kind of just came to me. But this one's the first one I actually bought because I just started watching the show at that time. Got about like season 3 by the time I bought this one, and tried collecting the whole set. I almost have all of them, just missing a couple of them. But this one just looks amazing. One of my favorite characters in the whole show. Pretty glad to have this in my collection. Number 3 on the list is going to be my Ken Kaneki signed by the English voice actor Austin Tyndall. So I've had this figure for about a year now, but I just recently got it signed for free at Anime Oasis, my local anime convention every year. And it was really cool to meet him. Granted, I had to wait 3 hours in line, and I was the third person in line. But it was all worth it to get to meet him. He's a really cool guy. Got to talk to him at his panel. He answered my question. It was pretty fun. So yeah, it's number 3. Number 2 on my list, and the most expensive pop in my entire collection, would be the signed by Jeffrey Dean Morgan Negan from The Walking Dead. This one I got because I just mainly like the character, plus he played John Winchester in Supernatural, so that's kind of a plus. There was a choice between him and Norman Reedus. I chose him because I like him better, and it cost me about $150 total to get him. It also came with 4 others, but I don't really keep those in my collection. They're ones that I'd be willing to sell. But I just love this one because it took me about 4 months for it to finally get here for me. And it's just one of my most prized ones that I have besides number 1. Number 1 on my list is, of course, one Supernatural pop, because can't have one of my lists without something Supernatural related in it. And that has to be the 2017 SDCC Baby with Dean. So this one was the one figure I wanted last year from Comic-Con. I got 2 figures total from that Comic-Con, maybe 3. But this was the one I wanted the most because when I saw it when I was in California, I saw this on Instagram that was coming out for Comic-Con, and didn't think I'd ever have the chance to get it because I knew when it came out I'd be in class. So when it actually eventually came out, I missed it, obviously. But also my local Hot Topic ran out of it, so I had to wait a month or so. And I happened to come in the day they just put more out. They got 2 more. They had this one that I got, another one that had the back over here completely open. I believe Dean was also out of the car in that other one. But this was my favorite one of my entire collection I have. And just brought so much joy to my life as soon as I got it because it was just all I wanted that entire time. Hope you enjoyed my first top 10 video. Might do another one of these later on. Probably think of themes throughout my entire collection I can do them on. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thank you. Have a great day.